You ever wondered if divorce rates are higher in menopause? They are. Let's talk about that today. Hey, I'm Dr. Shelley Meyer. Today we're diving into a topic that's been getting a lot of attention lately, the rising divorce rates among women in midlife and menopause and the connection to menopause. So there's a term, even menodivorce, that has been coined. And I'm not saying it's a new concept, but it's something I think we're getting to be more aware of as we talk more about menopause and perimenopause. So there is a higher divorce rate in perimenopause and menopause. Divorce rates among adults over 50 have nearly doubled since the 1990s. And many women say that menopause has played a major role. So what's really going on, and more importantly, how can women and couples get the right kind of support during this time? It's a tricky time. So just to let you know, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, an online therapy platform that makes getting mental health help and emotional support easier than ever. I'll share more about them later, but I wanted to start by unpacking what's behind this connection between menopause and marital issues, marital stress, and divorce. So menopause itself doesn't actually cause a divorce, obviously, but the physical and emotional changes that can go along with menopause can magnify stress and highlight issues that may have already been there before. So as estrogen and progesterone gradually decline and estrogen fluctuates in perimenopause, women often experience a lot of mood swings. They can feel fatigue, brain fog, anxiety, definitely libido changes, lower libido, and lack of intimacy can happen. Those symptoms can make communication harder. They make sleep deprivation from hot flashes and night sweats are a big deal. That can make it easier to fall into arguments. Small arguments can feel huge when you're not getting enough sleep. So for many women, menopause is a time of deep self-reflection also, when you may ask yourself, what do I really want for the next stage of my life? And look at, what's going on in your life and examine it closely. 1 in 4 divorces now involves women or people over 40. Women initiate about 70% of those divorces. And overall, the number is even higher when we get over 50. So in one survey, 73% of women said menopause contributed to their marriage breaking down or their marital problems. And 67% reported more conflict or emotional distance during perimenopause and menopause. So that's why people started saying menodivorce. It's stuck around. It captures how common and what a turning point this has become, or is at least being talked about more. Many women I've spoken with in my functional medicine practice and friends too think of menopause as a wake-up call. After the brain fog clears, after you have less of the mood swings and ups and downs, you can really examine your life a little bit more, and you may be looking at some unhappiness that you've been tolerating and you don't want to tolerate anymore. And then you're also in a time of rebuilding and growth, and maybe it's time to move on, maybe it's not. So sometimes you get this realization about those kind of things. And sometimes you're gaining confidence after you move out of perimenopause and you get past menopause, and you're trying to decide what you truly want and what's truly important. And so it's not all about hormones, but mood and intimacy and energy and sleep and even confidence and body image can greatly impact our feelings in our relationship. So more research shows that couples who address the hormone imbalance together, for example, like maybe they go to their providers separately or together and talk about hormone therapy or support for their hormones, reduce the risk of divorce by more than 50%. When you feel like you're a team and there's more balanced communication and connection, that definitely helps improve your odds. So communication is everything during menopause, especially in relationships. You want to check in regularly. Use I statements to express your feelings instead of blaming the other person. I statements about how you feel. Learn about menopause together. Explore it. Dive deep into these videos or my blog or other videos. Because menopause itself is temporary, but you build these skills and you can really strengthen you and strengthen your relationship. But let's talk a little bit about the sponsor today, which is BetterHelp, because they can help strengthen you and strengthen your relationship, or make you leave a hard relationship. So you want to break negative patterns in your life. So whether it's like constant stress, repeating conflicts, feeling stuck in self-doubt. Those patterns are hard to change on our own because we're too close to them. We need a sounding board. We need a trained provider to hear us and help us develop that clarity and those tools. So BetterHelp helps connect you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and then provide helpful, unbiased guidance. So you fill out a short questionnaire online and you get matched in as little as a couple of days with somebody that's a good match for you. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch therapists. No extra cost to you. So they have over like 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot. So it's become a trusted, convenient way to access professional help. It's remote, it's easy. And therapy offers us tools and insights that can help us understand ourselves, communicate better, and make these positive changes that we're talking about, all from the comfort of your home, your car, not driving, of course, but remotely. So basically, with the kind of stress that can come up with menopause and perimenopause, it can be a powerful way to find clarity and move forward. And you'll find the link to BetterHelp in the description below. So basically, the whole point of this video, though, and I do have a full blog on menodivorce. It's on my blog, perimenopause.help. So you want to look out for if you're having this conflict that's come up with perimenopause, if you're having anxiety, depression, any kind of breakdown in communication, you want to look for those signals and seek out help, or try to seek out guidance in some way, shape, or form. So don't just blame the relationship. It might just be part of what your changes, what your partner's changes are, and it could be partly menopause and perimenopause. And it's an important part of a woman's life. It's a time to reconnect with yourself, to prioritize your health, your self-care, create the life you want going forward. You're gonna have more balance in your hormones, so you're going to feel better if you work on it. And part of that can be working on a healthy marriage too, and newfound confidence that you may start to achieve with menopause. So with this kind of education and support, you can have both medical and emotional support. You could explore hormone therapy. It could be bioidentical hormone therapy or some supplemental hormone support. But definitely seek out support if you're struggling in your marriage, because you're not alone. It's very common, like I said, to have struggles in a relationship when a woman is going through menopause and perimenopause. So definitely seek out help, but places like BetterHelp can help you. You can feel more empowered when you have the right tools and the right help. So I have 10 tips on that encompass a lot of this, but spelled out for you on my website, perimenopause.help. And if you found this video helpful, if you have issues, we all learn from each other in the community. So in the comments, you don't have to divulge all your personal information, but if you're struggling, share that in the comments. You'll get more help if you share it with trusted support team or trusted friends, or even seeking out something like BetterHelp. But that can really help you move forward, help you process your feelings, help you have the tools to really help feel more balanced, find a better communication method in your relationship, and really kind of get through things. And it can also help you decide if you don't want to get through things, and maybe you want to pursue that divorce at this stage in your life. But just know that you're not alone. It's very, very common. You're not the only one going through this, and let's all help each other. So if you like this content, check out perimenopause.help. Check out the rest of my videos. They're not always on emotional things like this. They're all on hormone balance and self-care, though a lot of them are, and functional medicine topics. So I thank you so much for being here. I hope you are not struggling alone, and I hope this video was helpful to you. And if it was, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video out. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video.